Good evening, and welcome to the Heartbeat Dance Studios.
We are honored and thrilled that you have come tonight to see the highlight of 9 months of hard work.
And we hope you sit back and relax. We're going to have ballet, tap, jazz, and little kids to enlighten your heart and make your evening bright.
It's a really long year for everybody, and the kids look forward to this as the highlight of the whole year. So we are so excited tonight to perform this for you. I hope it shows on their faces, and I would really appreciate if you would give them a lot of applause. We don't care how
graduated and they come back and they have memories of things that they have learned through their time here. It's one of the things that I enjoy most is hearing those stories.
We just like to say thank you for these past 16 years for shaping us into amazing dancers and the young women that we are.
How much I've enjoyed the year watching your dancers grow in class and see them up here dancing and smiling and having fun, and that's what this is all about.
And everyone always said I really stood out in my dance classes. My girlfriend and I had dreams of moving to LA and becoming famous. Just think, I could have tried out to be a Laker girl and made it. And gotten famous.
Well, you know, it's always been my heart's desire to have a dance studio ever since I was 4 years old. That was my dream. At my grandparents' house when I'm 4 years old, and my uncle had gotten a Beatles album that year for Christmas. And so we had a little turntable going, and I'm just dancing my heart out. So I guess it's just always been God's plan, and He just put that desire in me.
But I dreamed of my own dance studio and the children who would dance there. So when we were offered a place in the family business in Duncan, we knew this was the opportunity we had been waiting for.
We started the Heartbeat in 1984. My husband and I had been married for about a year, and we moved back to Duncan from Norman. Of course, it was a big leap to move to Duncan and not knowing literally two people. You know, my husband and I were raising girls at the same time. Sometimes I wouldn't get home till 9 o'clock because I was the only teacher. After those first couple of years, we gained a lot of more students. It started really growing.
I always had a connection to Stephanie from the beginning. She was obviously my first teacher. She really truly inspires a love for dance in children. As a child, you develop role models, and I mean, I never thought about the fact that she was my role model. She just was that person for me. Stephanie was my teacher from the very beginning. I mean, it was my second home, literally, since I was probably 7 or 8 is whenever I started competition. It's crazy to think that a little dance class can have such an effect on anyone. It's absolutely shaped who I am. I don't know a Chelsea without Heartbeat. I mean, I grew up with a great family, but it definitely embodied a different side of what family can be. And it was just really special. Teachers here now that were students here and that developed that love for dance, but also the passion for teaching kids and the importance of being role model to these kids to the point that we wanted to do this with our life. I'd actually been driving from Edmond to Duncan to teach dance. I came into the studio and was working and teaching, and she approached me about possibly taking over at some point. I think a lot of people expected that, but for me, it was a dream come true. And so the transition started to happen. We came to the place where we kind of outgrew. We needed to find a new home for Heartbeat. And I did worry about that a little bit because the physical building sometimes can feel like that's the home, that's Heartbeat. You know, it's hard. Some of the alumni or students that were my age that took dance, they don't have a physical connection to this place. We realized through that move that Heartbeat was the home. It wasn't the physical building, but it was the actual heartbeat of the studio was through all of the people that have loved this community and have poured into this community and have invested into this community, and that's what created what we get to call Heartbeat and what is the legacy of Heartbeat.
I feel like dance is something that every child should experience. Confidence in a student is probably my biggest compliment and biggest desire. I mean, I don't think I thought I was going to be teaching 40 years later. You know, that kind of thing is what gives me my greatest joy and pleasure and what keeps me doing it at 63.
I think dance teaches kids beyond the studio to work as a team. And really, I tell my assistants, we want the kids to love this. We can be super strict and have all these rules, but if they don't love it, we're not doing our job.
I feel like over the last 5 years especially, the visions became very clear for me. And it's that Heartbeat is here to teach more than just dance steps and to teach life skills to these students through the gift of dance. And I am just super thankful that God gave me the opportunity to carry on this tradition and legacy of a place that fosters growth the way that I have grown here. And man, it is my life's passion to be able to share some of those moments and some of those things with these kids that are here today. I truly love children, and we want to give our very best to every one of them that walks through the door. And the moment that we stop doing that is the moment that we lose what's so special about Heartbeat.